1 o'clock this afternoon, an officer called for backup, signaling he was in distress. Tom Neeson, now 26 hours later, Midland City is still in the midst of a nightmare. A normally quiet town now swarmed with law enforcement officials and media. Just to show you what I'm talking about, take a look at the hood of this car. It looks like snow, but when you touch it, it's really mostly ice. Where he's located, just south of Alpha, the river is downstream from Dothan, Malone, Marianna. The fire started around 7:45 this morning with 10 people inside the home. We still don't know how Jimmy Lee Dykes died. We don't know if he shot himself. A lot of people reported hearing a really loud boom, 2 loud booms and gunshots. It has been a very long 3 days for these candidates. JR, this community welcomes you home. How does it feel?
It's truly an amazing feeling.
As you heard it, hope, and they are providing a lot of hope. They've raised a lot of funds tonight, raising funds, having fun. It's been a great time. Allie, back to you. Just to put in perspective how large an 11-foot 4-inch python is, it's bigger than both of us combined. His birthday is coming up in just 2 days, so Ethan definitely has a big birthday to celebrate. We are going to be on the scene, still waiting for more details. Tom, back to you. It's a phone call James Rhines doesn't want to remember, but will never forget.
She just said, get here, get here, get here. And I'm asking her what was going on. And she said, Mama gone, Grandma gone, and my sister gone.
The fire that claimed 4 members of the Rhines family started about 7:45 Wednesday morning at this home on Jackson Street. 3 smoke detectors went off, waking up 6 children, all under the age of 8.
That's what woke them up to alert everybody that there was a fire, to try to get everybody out. And unfortunately, the 4 didn't make it out. These women were pillars in the community. A lot of people would pass by and blow the horn as they saw them sitting on the porch. And it's just heartbreaking. They did what they could to try to save the individuals, but we got the call, unfortunately, a bit too late. And we had 4 fatalities.
My grandmother, her name is Gertrude Pete. Her mother, which is Sarah Johnson, is my great-grandmother. And then my mother's mother, which is Elise Pete, was also in the house. This is my other great-grandmother. And then my mom's baby sister, which is Cynthia Pete.
The cause of the fire is still under investigation.
Right now, we're speculating that it came from an overloaded extension cord.
For now, the family clings to their faith to pull them through this tragedy.
Job said, though he slay me, yet will I trust him. And that's what I hold on to. Though he slay me, yet will I trust him. And just the simple words, yet will I trust him, yet will I trust him, yet will I trust him. So that's what we hold on fast to as being a family. No matter what it looked like on the outside, we will still trust God.
It was a normal Monday for John and his 9-year-old daughter, Asteria Smith.
Took my daughter to karate class. And we was there. And right as class was winding up, I just started feeling a little weird. Not a headache per se, but not feeling myself.
Asteria also noticed something was off.
I start thinking to myself, well, what's wrong with him? He's not fussing and telling me how to do this and telling me how to do that. So then we had got to the car, and he was mumbling when he told me where we were going. And so he was walking really fast. I'm like, what's happening? So we got in the car, and then he started driving, but he was driving crazy.
The situation took a turn for the worse.
He told me that he couldn't see, and then he gave me his phone, but he didn't tell me who I needed to call, or if I needed to call the ambulance, or what did I need to do.
But she quickly figured it out.
I took over the wheel.
Asteria took matters into her own hands right here at the busy intersection of 15th and MLK. She drove a good 8 blocks before arriving at the emergency room right here at Bay Medical.
He was fighting with me, and I couldn't make the turns that I needed to do. And he was pressing his celery. I was behind him right here, reaching over at him, driving with one hand. And I had hit a curve, and we almost drove into the front of the ambulance.
Nevertheless, they made it. By that time, John had lost his vision, motor skills, and memory just before losing consciousness.
She was still a trooper. She was still by his bedside. Someone else probably would have, another child, panicked and continued to panic. She didn't. She gave me a report, told me what happened, gave the nursing staff health history that she did know.
Doctors discovered a golf ball-sized stage 4 tumor on the left side of John's brain, affecting his speech, memory, and vision.
You think you have them planned, and then they just change, and you realize what's not as important as you thought it was important, you know, things that you took for granted. No, don't take it granted.
God's in control. So I just took it as here's a journey. So we're on a journey. We're on a journey. It's a good journey. It's a good journey. God doesn't set us up for failure.
Though the Smiths say God's in control, they're thankful he let Asteria take the wheel. Bergen Baucom, News Channel 7. 16-year-old Tristan Hartzog has worked at Piggly Wiggly for about a year.
I just mainly stock the shelves. Then I work in the mornings mostly. I'll come and work before I go to school. So I work from 5 to 7:30, and then I'll go to school, and then occasionally I work in the afternoons.
Until we told him, Hartzog had no idea he'd be getting a raise after the first of the year.
12 cents. So I'll be doing a lot better now.
He laughs, but tells us in reality, the extra $20 a month will go to good use.
I'm just going to keep saving and everything for after high school. So that's my goal right now. My dad works for Go Power, and on the power lines he's a lineman, and I kind of want to do that. That's what I'm trying to strive for.
But that's not all. 16-year-old guy, Hartzog has a few ideas what he's going to do with the extra dough.
I'm trying to put rims on my truck right now. You know, I'm a teenage boy. I got to have a big, nice truck.
And what he'll do with that big, nice truck?
Take out some girls, that's what I'm thinking.
In Chipley, Bergen Baucom, WTVY News 4.